This is the general forecast for all the star signs for the week of 7th September 2015. And then we'll select one guidance card for the week. There we go. Right, let's see what this week has in store for all of us. We start our week off with, feeling a little as if, as the picture suggests, puppets on a string, as if our lives are being directed by outside influences. Which is probably the case this month. If I've stated in many of your monthly forecasts, there are 2 eclipses this month. Eclipses are game changers. Eclipses are things that happen in your life which you do not have control over. So you're probably going to start feeling the first of those influences coming in at this time. Or you're already feeling your life being tugged or pulled in certain directions. And the eclipses could, in fact, make a sudden shift in the same direction or in completely the opposite direction. So one is feeling a little bit pulled and tugged and not entirely in sync with what is happening to you. Okay. Your challenge is going to be to gain a little bit more knowledge. So this is learning curves for all of us. Well, that's life in general, isn't it? But at this time, it's important to gain more knowledge. So try to learn more. Try to open your mind a bit more to what is happening to you, because there's a lesson to be learned in it. And lesson is not in the way now you will learn a lesson. This is more about teaching you about yourself and teaching you different ways to go about things so that you can get different results. So be open to being taught at the moment, to learning new ways of doing things and new ways of seeing things. Later in the week, you will feel far more protected. So later this week, towards the end of the week, despite having felt as if you were pulled and tugged at the beginning of the week, towards the end of the week, you will feel better. You will feel more secure in what is happening. Perhaps you will pay attention to that learning a bit more and put a bit of conscientiousness or open-mindedness into what is happening. Then you will get some information which will make you feel more secure, as if things aren't happening at you anymore, but you going along with them. Towards the beginning of this week, you are going to feel very apprehensive. So there are influences at the beginning of this week that are definitely making one feel like this picture suggests, the wolf is hunting Red Riding Hood. This can often just be feelings, because things are tugging at us, or pulling at us, making us feel insecure. So we start breeding fears in our mind. The thing to do here is to be able to differentiate from what is really worrying you and from what you just snowballs in your mind. So be careful of that. Your next step to take is to try not to give in to the temptation to head off in some crazy direction because you feel a little bit controlled in your life. If you're going to give in to temptation this week, give in to a temptation that nurtures you, that makes you feel better. Do things that make you feel good on a simple level. Spoil yourself in some small way that makes you feel nurtured and cared for. Give in to that type of temptation. Very often when we are confronted with situations that make us feel insecure, or things are being done against our will, we tend to give in to some kind of temptation to do something crazy or radical or out, that's not with your normal everyday life, to make you feel better. Don't do that kind of thing. Do a nice thing. Do something for someone else even. Do something nice for someone else. The outcome at the end of the week is going to be waiting, expectation. So towards the end of this week, You will be awaiting something. You may feel as if you've waited too long for it. And because you've been waiting for so long for it, it's not going to be coming in. You may have that kind of feeling. But this card can actually go either way. I think the thing is to wait a bit longer. The waiting may be a bit longer. Don't give up just yet, because it might very well be coming in. Your guidance is to stay focused. So concentrate on that which is important. The things which you cloud your mind up with, the worries, the nonsense, the drama, shift that out of your life and focus on what's important. Focus on what makes you secure and happy and content, and what is actually real. What is really necessary in your life? What really impacts on your life? Focus on those things rather. Okay, that is your general forecast reading for the week of 7th September 2015. I hope you enjoyed it.